Today on Baking Bread, we'll be making a classic British white loaf. Like the UK, it spawned a number of innovations, chief among them this, invented by the Earl of Sandwich. And of course, the tradition of proposing a toast. I'm Georg Matthes, and I'm a European correspondent, but I also love to bake. So here's some food for thought from the UK. To get a really tasty white loaf, you need the dough to ferment slowly. To do this, plan ahead and start by making a bubbly flour mixture known as a sponge.
Time is very short. We have no time to lose.
Mix 150 milliliters of lukewarm water with 180 grams of plain flour and add a touch of yeast. 0.2 grams will do. Then cover the mixture and wait for it to bubble up.
I think people want to move this thing on. It's been going on for a long time.
About 15 hours. Now mix 220 grams of lukewarm water with 260 grams of plain flour, 160 grams of brown bread flour, 12 grams of liquid baking malt, 6 grams of fresh yeast, 30 grams of cream, and 12 grams of salt. Finally, add your sponge and mix everything well.
If you're looking for a shortcut, chuck the whole mixture into an electric bread maker, like amateur baker David Cameron does.
It is a choice we'll all need to think hard about.
Well, that didn't work out so well. David Cameron produced an airy loaf lacking substance. No wonder he was the first Prime Minister to get burned over Brexit.
Followed by Brexit Minister David Davis and Prime Minister number 2, Theresa May. They're all toast.
And it looks like the toast production will continue, wouldn't you say so, Prime Minister?
I think that's a very, very important question, and I do think that the answer is that it will.
Requiring, of course, many more extensions. So let your dough rest for another 10 minutes.
Then fold it from the edges into the middle. Repeat this process 4 times over. Finally, flip the dough over and cover it for 90 minutes.
It's been long, it's been painful, it's been divisive.
Time to split the dough in 2. Shape both pieces and place them into greased baking tins.
If you're still hoping for a change of hearts, now is the time.
I will always be a Remainer.
But if you are a Brexiteer, here's some good news for you.
Once the loaves are in the oven at 230 degrees Celsius, you're only 30 minutes away from an
Orderly withdrawal.
A smooth and orderly exit.
followed by a transition period. The loaves will stay in the oven but leave the bread tins.
So in Brexit terms, they are out, but still in the EU.
Until you brush them with hot water. Finally, let both Remainers and Leavers cool down.
And whether it's full English Brexit or half-baked, the Prime Minister will always find a way of toasting this deal.
Which is just like the sandwich, another British invention from the 16th century. Back then, British wine was so sour that people would throw in a piece of bread to suck up some of the acidity.
The leftover bread quickly became a British staple. And so I raise my cup to tea and toast. Thanks for watching, and if you're hungry for more bread recipes, click here.